All right, ladies, buckle up. It's showtime.
Glad to be with you on Copperhead Road. I am me. The other guy's over there, right over there. I can see him. Hi, how you doing? He is the man who came up with the term "If you can twerk, you can work." Mr. Footer K. Washington, how are you, buddy?
I'm very, very well. Came up with that when I was in between jobs. I took a job at a preschool,
Ooh.
and I figured,
Did you have to
you know,
report anything, or?
oh, I was out of there within an hour. Nobody. It's amazing how the parents of young ones just don't have a sense of humor.
Yeah, well, I mean, again, you did work pretty blue, so that may have
Oh,
played into it.
young and dumb. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
What are
I
you
mean,
gonna do?
balloon animals are fine, but when you're not using real balloons, they kind of get a little messy.
Yeah, I would not. Yep, yep. And
Yeah.
the first one I did was in the shape of an anus.
Oh, really? You mean the planet
Yeah,
Uranus?
correct. I
Oh,
love,
got it.
I love. Yep, everything to do with the stars and things of that nature. I'm Footer K, by the way, Copperhead Road podcast, live only on Rumble. My guy Texie behind the scenes,
That is us.
my pals, producers, Jen, Ramona,
Yeah.
the whole crew is here, and welcome aboard, everyone.
So, hey, I had an idea for maybe an Etsy store if you wanted to go in with me on it. Are
Is
you
it
are you in?
again? I don't know how many people want to buy um dandelion beads.
Oh, I thought we were going to sell you used balloons, but um,
Hmm, not a
no.
terrible idea.
Here is my idea.
We patch balloons. That's our thing. That's our thing. That would be how funny is that. That would be our thing. We find we find used balloons and we repatch them and then we resell them. That's
Or
the
like
most.
if we get them that are beyond repair, we do patchwork
Yeah,
balloons.
yeah, yeah. Like,
It's like
the Copperhead Road Balloon Patching Emporium.
it's like Merry Father's Versary.
God.
Oh
Oh my
God, that's
God.
funny. No, here's my idea. All right, so you were talking about ginger ale earlier and how you like to drink 2 liters of ginger ale two at a time,
Right.
and you had reminded me of the again. This is the third episode in a row, but and Everybody Loves Raymond. They had the little ginger ale bottles, right?
What? First of all, that show in general was a huge shill. They shilled so much stuff.
Yeah,
The cereal
the
they
the
shilled.
Doug Flutie flakes.
Again, name it. Every like even if he went into work, like the few times like he'd go into the office, they'd be
Yep.
sitting around. There would be product placement everywhere.
Yeah, Domino's Pizza and
Eh,
Doritos and
yes,
mhm,
without a doubt. Fruit Loops or whatever the case may be.
right. All right, so okay,
Great
so we
point.
got that. Then of course you know how Deborah liked to cook the lemon chicken, right?
Um, yeah. Oh, yeah.
That
Okay.
was her thing, lemon chicken. And then there was
Uh-huh.
obviously Marie's Big Spoon. There was a bunch of
Right.
those kind of things that. All right, so here's my Etsy idea. All right, you gonna write this down, or should I? Hey, I guess we'll have a
I have
recording.
a
Of it. We're gonna
photograph.
have
I
to.
have a photographic
All
memory.
right, so here's my idea. All right. Classic sitcoms. There was always like
Wait, what are we talking about again?
huh? Our Etsy store.
Okay, I just wanted because I do have a photographic memory. I just need it. I have to click it on, and I just didn't know if you want. Because
Is the shutter open,
I
folks?
have literally yeah. But the thing is, yeah, God, I left the lens cap on.
Yeah.
um, I left the lens cap on my photographic memory.
Is the battery at 7%?
That is that um no.
I
I
meant
am
of
up
your
to
photographic memory.
I'm up to 41% now because I super
Ooh,
fast charge.
nice. That's
Hmm.
slick. All
Yeah,
right.
I laughed at that because if you guys are familiar with the show, Tex made fun of me because I had to run and get my charger, and then right before the show, I looked down at my phone. I was at 7%. I'm like, oh, I was like, oh my god, I am an irresponsible phone charger
All right. So
because I
here's
had them
my
charged.
idea. Right. So every one of the shows, you can do a King of Queens, Seinfeld, whatever. They all had these little things that they had. Okay. Now you know somebody who's a big fan of the show, right?
Hmm.
What do you get them for Christmas? You
The
get
big
them.
spoon, Marie's big
You
spoon.
no. You get them the Everybody Loves Raymond fan pack, and it comes with a bottle of ginger ale, a recipe for lemon chicken, a big spoon, and several other things that have to do with the show. You send your family member who's a big Everybody Loves Raymond fan the family fun pack by Copperhead Road Etsy store. What do you think?
I love it. How are we getting the rights to these things?
What are you talking about? We're just putting together a gift pack.
Hmm. Yeah, but how do we can't use their name of the Everybody Loves Raymond name. That's the only problem. Look, listen to me. You know, I've studied law for many years. I didn't go to law school for nothing. Okay,
You never passed the bar. You've never been a bar that you could pass. You're drunk. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't drink, but that's But again, as we know, again, did I go to Harvard? No. But yeah, everybody
Well,
knows
you
I
went to
passed.
Harvard. It was just spelled with an E.
No, that was Harvard. That was my pre law.
Right.
I
Okay.
did a Harvard.
Well, maybe that's what we do. Maybe we sell. Okay, this is your Somebody Loves Raymond gift pack.
Who? No. Oh my God! You ready?
Yeah,
Who loves Raymond? Question mark. Gift back.
exactly. And we can do it in the same font. You know,
You know
telling you,
what?
it's
I,
it's a banger.
I'm in, bro. I love that idea.
Now, what would be in a King of Queens pack? I really don't want to spend a lot of time on this, but I can't think of it.
um, I would say some sort of a sandwich maker or like a press because Doug loves his sandwiches.
Yeah, maybe an IPS hat.
That's fine. We'd have to do our own little embroidery work. Could be a little labor intensive, but
All right.
okay.
I mean, we can find an embroidery shop. Like what the?
Let me think. What else would be there? Oh, you know what? We'd have to have.
Well,
Yeah,
we
we
can
have to think
workshop.
think that
We
out.
can workshop. That's
Yeah,
okay.
we'll have to workshop that. I like that.
Yeah. So anyway, that was my idea. Just wanted to put it
Br-
out there, and
I
I
love it.
believe us talking about it on Copperhead Road is the same thing as a copyright. So
Well, it is only because if the first three letters of your podcast starts with what you need to do, um, it's legal. Again, I learned that in law school, like Copperhead Road copyright. Yeah, the
I
first.
got you. I'm like
Yep.
cop. I don't want to be a cop
No, no, no.
unless we do a police academy thing.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. You're always thinking.
Yes.
You're always thinking. That's what I like about you.
Yep. Yep. And I got us covered legally.
I think that's fine. I like where your head's at, Futz.
Okay. Well, again, the idea is absolutely freaking brilliant.
I like it. I like it. All right,
Hmm.
so we'll put a pin in that.
Let's stovetop that. Let's stovetop that.
Stovetop it. That's the thing.
I don't know. You said something about topping something, so I figured.
Hmm.
It
Well,
just came to mind.
we'll get into topping later when we cover the gay husbands.
Ooh, just thought of something. Speaking of stovetop, Deborah told me that stovetop is poison.
How so?
Stovetop stuffing.
Okay. Well, I mean, is it just because like it's hacked if you use it, or like what do
No,
you mean by poison?
no, like there's something in it, like a carcinogen.
Yeah, as you fucking
Of
puff on a 305. Let's.
No, your ass. Um, can we look that up real quick though?
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Hey, Muriel, can you get on that, please?
is stovetop stuffing dangerous? Ooh, God, we should use that as the thumbnail. You know,
Why do
but
they call it a thumbnail? Again, I hate this OCD stuff, but
well, It originated from. No, all right, I won't. Because
I
we'll
was
be
all
here
right with
forever.
it.
Oh, well, Mondays are tough. You
Yeah, I hate Mondays. You know. Hey, did you check out my
know?
shirt? It's a freaking golden retriever lifting weights.
No, I mean I did now, but I didn't notice. I got to be honest with you. I'm not very um, what's the word, observant to your shirts, because that's why I asked you. Like when you brought up like the Fall Out Boy shirt, I'm like, when the fuck did you wear a Fall Out Boy shirt?
All right, so here we go. While not immediately dangerous, stovetop stuffing does contain ingredients like BHA, BHT, and which are potentially harmful and banned in some countries. Additionally, it's high in sodium and contains processed ingredients like high fructose corn syrup. All right,
Well,
well, none of
I
that's
think
good.
I think it was being banned in other countries is what she said to me. I think.
Ah,
But either way, I
it's
always
not a
liked
bad way to
stuff.
die.
No, but can you imagine how'd he go? Stovetop. What he burnt himself? No. Stuffing. Well, like he just ate too much. Oh no. He really only ate a little.
Yeah, or like how
His system couldn't handle it.
he's into self harm.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, stovetop. Oh,
yeah, yeah.
no.
You know what? The guy from In Excess and um, David Carradine. You know how they died?
Yeah, how?
Yeah, you do know though, right?
Yeah,
I'd rather not say because I don't want. I don't want to. I want to try to stay clean. But
well, they uh, willingly asphyxiated themselves.
while being
Right,
happy.
while being happy about it.
Right. So I'm gonna be happy and just I'm gonna be happy and I'm just gonna eat stovetop.
There you go.
That's my. I want to go out like a rock star.
Uh, so you do traditional chicken, I assume, on the stovetop. Do you do sage, turkey? Do you even know?
What are you talking about?
Well, the stovetop comes in flavors, so
Oh no, just original. Again, I happen to like it, but I like any stuffing. But I like my stuffing.
I didn't as a kid, but I got to like it.
It's
Clearly,
so bad for you. It's so bad for you good though. You know what I mean?
yeah. All right, so we've got that. We'll try to move on to things that are more important. Do you want to cover one of your topics? Is that good for you?
Yeah, can you bring it up though?
Yeah,
don't
we
even
can
know
talk
where-
about the baseball players. We can talk about Tim, the other guy that was supposed to be vice president there for a while. We can talk about
Yeah, you know what? Hold on. Let fill me in. Let me. What did I send? Baseball.
about the second baseman yelling at the catcher for not zinging the ball
Oh,
down.
exactly. And it does tie in a little bit to I do bitch and moan pretty much weekly on the
Yeah.
show about just a lack of effort. And I loved what basically what it was. It was a short that the catcher. It was you know how like at the last pitch like coming down, and
Yep.
the catcher will throw it down
Yep.
to second. Well, the catcher just basically lollipopped it down to second.
Right, and didn't even
And
make it to second.
oh yeah, right. And the second baseman who was covering the bag like started yelling at him and being like, "Yo, what the fuck, man? Like, if you're gonna throw that shit, fucking throw that shit." And number one, I just absolutely loved the fact that he called his catcher out
Yeah.
on that. I can't stand like one of the things I would tell my players when I was coaching, like the first thing I would tell them about approaching in that bat, and it takes zero. I would tell them it takes zero talent, and I can give you an advantage the second you step up to the fucking plate. You know what I mean? And that is getting up in the batter's box, confident, ready to fucking hit, look like a batter. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Fucking dig in, fucking move the bat around. Fucking speed snot if you have to. You know what I mean? But like, be a fucking own that batter's box in there. You
Yep.
know. And again, it just goes back to like that catcher. he should be embarrassed to ever throw the ball down that way, whether it's in a practice throw or not. What do you think? There's not the other team's not watching. Eyes aren't on you. Look like a fucking ball club.
Yeah,
You know
no kidding.
that shit really gets to me.
What did you play in baseball? What position?
Primarily, I pitched and played infield.
I see as a shortstop.
No, I was third base a lot in the infield.
Oh.
But the thing that got me is tough position.
That's the right field of infield.
Third.
Yeah.
Oh, it's called the hot corner.
Oh, come on.
Okay. Wow. I'm so surprised that you'd say that. Again, I'm not going to beat you up on you're not a big baseball guy. It's not.
Yeah, but I know about playing it. Again, it's the least important of all of the infield places.
He had breathe, footsie bear. Okay.
Prove me wrong.
I'm going to explain to you a little quicker. Yeah. Okay. Let me give an example. So if there's a ground ball hit to the shortstop, right, and it's like a slower hit ground ball, you know what's going to happen? The third baseman is going to charge in and take that ground ball and throw it down to first. Like, that's his whole spiel. Now, as far as what would be considered like the leader of the infield, that would be the shortstop. He's in charge of, like calling off, fly balls, like, you know what I mean? And things of that nature. Like, he's got like the priority pretty much, moving up, moving down. But that third base position, they call it the hot corner for a reason.
Yeah, because it's something fun to say.
What?
It's something fun to say. Which players, the shortstop or the third base, has more field to cover?
I would say the third baseman should be covering more of the field.
That's never the case, and it hasn't been ever. You're just making stuff up now. Fake news.
No, because think about it. No, I disagree.
You have half of the field that the shortstop has.
But no,
Sure.
He has the same exact amount. You have the base, shortstop, third baseman. The third baseman.
Shortstop has to go all the way behind second base. And because, you said that, the stuff comes hot to third base, shortstop has got to come over and play a little farther to the third base.
I don't like doing this to you, but I'm going to have to AI your ass. Give me a minute.
Yeah, I would say the most important
hardest position in baseball, infielder. You know what? We don't really need to check into this.
Why? What happened?
We don't need to check into this.
Why? What does it say?
The truth is generating, and it won't come up with an answer.
Oh, yeah, damn generator.
You know how I know you cheated? Here's how I know you cheated.
Cheated on what?
The shortstop. The only reason why the shortstop is considered a harder position is because of he's deeper. He plays deeper back.
Yeah.
Again, I stand corrected in my humble opinion. Third base is probably the toughest position. And my point was, I played third base, and what I was going to say was, I didn't like playing third base because it was really hard for me to make that throw. I made a great throw, but it took a lot out of me. I preferred either pitcher or second base.
I've never asked you this, but I assume you're right-handed, right?
Yeah.
Now, I could make the argument that like a guy like Brooks Robinson, who was left-handed and played third, that's a tough sell.
Well,
your gloves on the hard side. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, you that's why you don't like. You always like. You'd rather. You don't really like your lefty first basemen. I mean, there's phenomenal ones, like Keith Hernandez.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because you want your glove stretched out as far as you can go. Well,
I
let's get
would
into
say you
this.
want your glove on the foul line, right? Doesn't that make sense?
No, because you're reaching. No, because you want to reach to you want to stretch to the fielder, so it would be the opposite. You know what I mean?
But you get a hot shot in the hot corner. Don't you want to be able to have
Yeah,
your glove to that
but
side?
you're more. Yeah, but you're more in position. You want to be as a first baseman. You want to position yourself to make that throw as short as possible, so you're
I
stretched
got you.
out.
I got you.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
To get the out.
Yeah.
But anyway, nobody cares. We weren't too
No.
far on that. But anyway, I loved what that second baseman did. I think it's really important in sports at any level is to you know again, you better on my team. You better not show. You remember I used to tell you about the stupid Crocs. You know what I
Yep.
mean? Um, God forbid you step onto that fucking field, bro. With for game time, and or even if you're on the field for when we're starting warm ups,
Yeah.
you better have cleats on, and you better have your shirt tucked in. If you do not have your shirt tucked in, if your fucking hat's crooked, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
or backwards, I would explode.
So
It's so wrong.
two things on the baseball deal. One of the things that I was a catcher, obviously, that used to infuriate me when you'd get a guy breaking for second, you'd jump up to throw, and the pitcher just had no idea what was going on, and he would catch the ball that you were throwing to second.
That would be bad. Unless there was a guy on third and you guys were doing like the old trick play. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? Trying to make him, goad him to running.
Yeah, or like you remember the trick where you'd have a guy in first or whatever, and there'd be like a meeting between the first baseman and the pitcher, and they'd sneak him the ball.
Right. But remember the key though that the pitcher could not step back on the mound.
Exactly. Yep.
So he's
it
going
worked
to
a
mull
couple of
around.
times though.
Oh, it'll work. It's worked a lot in college. A
Yeah.
lot. I've seen like the little
Yeah.
clips in college. But you really, you know what the worst way to get out, and it's like almost not their fault. Hold on. What is this? I don't know, something about energy saving. I don't know.
Mm.
But one thing that is crazy. You ever see this happen? And it happens like at the lower levels a lot. But so the players, the base runner slides into the base, right? Now they're on the ground, right? And the guy, the fielder grabs the ball and he goes to make the tag, right? Now he's like holding the tag on him,
Yep.
right? And then the guy, the runner, I mean, the fielder like kind of like stands up, and then the runner goes to stand up, and as he puts his knee up, right, to stand up and put the other foot back down, it's only an inch.
Mm-hmm.
But if you did it right now, if you were down on the ground, you know what I mean, and you went to go to your knee,
Yep.
right, and then go to your foot comes up just a little bit, and the guy goes boop, and he tags him in between that little inch of you shifting. It happens a lot.
Yeah.
In the lower levels, like girls softball, I see it all the time. It's fucking really cool. You have to keep your hand the whole the ones that don't get caught are the smart base runners that always they'll keep their hand on the bag as they stand up, like they kind of crouch. You know what I mean?
Or they'll call for a timeout with the ump. They'll put their hand up.
Right, but
Yeah.
sometimes you don't get a timeout call right away, and again, whatever. Yeah, for sure.
So the other thing before we move on, unless you have something else on baseball, is why did it take them so long to print the stirrups on socks?
Print the stirrups on socks?
You remember when you played baseball, you actually had the stirrups that you'd have to put on?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Printing them on socks is so much easier.
Yeah, I wonder why though. But why did they have the stirrups in to begin with?
Big stirrup.
What?
I said big stirrup. They were all over the place. They had
That's funny. Fucking big farmer, big stirrup. They're
they're synonymous. Lobbying their freaking congressman.
Oh
hey,
my God,
I know
yeah.
you got that print, but
Right.
I'd hate to see something bad happen to you in your district.
Then the Mumba people got involved and shook up the fucking whole industry.
Yeah, these stirrups ain't just for holding up my sock. All right. Oh yeah, maybe that's why they did have stirrups. Maybe they did actually hold up socks at one point.
Again,
that
I'd
make
have to
sense?
think it out, and nobody wants to take that time right now.
All right, because I was just going to ask him to look up why we had stirrups, but
Oh, that no, that's fine.
Yeah.
I was saying that for me to mull it over though, I don't think it's a good idea live on the radio.
yeah. Can I get an origin on that later? What did mull something
Mm-hmm.
over?
Fuck, I think I had that.
I mean,
Fuck
maybe
yeah,
it's
I'll give
maybe
it
it's
to you.
just an actual word, but I'm just curious if that's
You know what? I remember hearing the origin of mulling it over.
okay.
Fuck. Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
mean, because it's
Okay.
like I know there's like mulled cider, so like I don't know if one has anything to do
No,
with it.
I'm gonna look it up though for sure.
All right, all right. So so I again I don't even know how to approach this, but oh wait, it's got a hand up from production. I think we might have something on mulling.
Beautiful.
Richard Mull, remember the friggin' bald guy from
Oh, I know
Night
exactly who
Court?
you mulled. Yeah.
What was it, Night
Mhm.
Court?
No, but he was also in Roseanne. He wasn't he the boss, the designer.
No, that was Martin Mull.
Oh, okay, wrong mull.
Yeah. Well, we needed.
Don't make a mountain out of a molehill.
Nice. Yeah, we needed why we had stirrups. Why stirrups were a thing.
Yeah, but it has to be.
Okay, here we go.
Sure.
Stirrups were primarily invented to provide riders with greater stability. No, this is horseback stirrups.
I just my word to make sure we specify baseball.
Yeah, baseball stirrups. I'm sorry.
Great chat by the way tonight. Hello everybody.
Yeah. All right. So a weird thing is happening, and it started happening a couple of months before the election in my neighborhood. What do you got? You got one? All right. So here we go. All right. Baseball stirrups were initially a safety measure to protect players from infection caused by dyes and colored socks, which were believed to cause blood poisoning in players if a player was spiked. Later, that became a fashionable part of the uniform, displaying team colors and providing extras. How interesting is that? So there used to
That's
be
actually
poison
really cool.
in the ink, and then if you came in hot with the metal spikes and it stuck in your leg, you could get an infection.
That is pretty damn cool. I like that.
I'm glad I asked.
Me too.
The more you know.
Boop, boop.
All right.
That was our own more you know.
I think that's
No.
fine. I think that's fine. I like adding that third dimension. All right. So here's the thing. All right. There are two main thoroughfares east to west in the area of Massachusetts that I live in.
Braggart.
Well, we don't have any stop signs or fucking stoplights, or we have stop signs, but no stoplights. So it's not like we're hoity-toity or whatever. So, all right. Now, again, a couple of months before the election, these signs started popping up on telephone poles, and I think I've counted 12. And originally, they all sort of referenced either Animal Farm or 1984 by Orwell.
Now, did you know that immediately when you saw the quote, or did you have to look it up?
No, I knew.
Good for you.
Again, they weren't, it wasn't a deep dive. It was like, pigs need sheep votes, those kinds of things. But they're a white background sign, and they're all printed in capital letters. And, not really, very directive or whatever, but they're, again, references to Orwell. And now there's a couple of them now that are, I can't really find the reference, but we've got a couple of pictures. Okay, this one says killer pigs need sheep votes, which is obviously Animal Farm.
Mm-hmm.
And it's, again, written in black capital letters. And even some of the sign materials change or whatever, but it's definitely like written in sort of like a Charles Manson, the hell was that?
That was you.
Oh,
sorry.
So anyway, okay, so that one's one. One of them was killer pigs. This one says vote, treason, terror, hate. So obviously, again, this is we're moving on to just taking shots at Trump probably, but all right. So the third one says,
I'm trying to.
yeah. All right. This one says treason, genocide equals execution, seize assets. So again, I don't know. I mean, above and beyond, just it's really unsettling. Because it doesn't look like it's a joke or anything. What do you make of this, Foots? I gotta wonder what your opinion is of it.
Well, I mean, from the area that you live in, it's very liberal. Number one,
That's true.
so you can see them making a lot of political statements. Um, it's very much wilderness, so it allows some crazy sometimes to find refuge.
For
Yeah.
true. For true.
Um, so maybe, like I said to you via text. Um, I just pictured that being the like there's some cabin near you. You know what I mean? With
Yep.
pieces of paper that looks just like that, and like this wild-haired, bearded gentleman walking around. Just coming up with his manifesto. You know,
Yeah, and that's the thing is it's stapled onto these telephone poles.
how
And
long have they been there? Have you noticed?
again, it was a few months before the election, so they've weathered a lot of weather, I guess. But and okay, here's another sort of weird thing. They're high enough on the telephone pole where you need a ladder to put them up.
Or a very, very tall man,
Yeah, I mean it would have to be
a liberal
yes,
giant.
yeah. Ooh, I see what you did there.
You didn't think of that, did you?
That was good. That could have been where the Giants come from. But you think Giants are reading Orwell?
Fair point. No, it's a fair
Yeah.
point.
They'd be reading Gulliver's Travels.
Huh, I thought they were more of a Stephen King fans myself.
Nobody's a Stephen King fan unless you're a pervert.
You're not kidding.
We should get into that someday. How just absolutely ridiculously, unnecessarily perverted Stephen King is in his books.
Yeah, but you know what? It's hard. It's hard to say that some of his fucking novels are not fucking compelling because, god damn it, there's some scary fucking shit.
Yeah. No. Again, I don't. I don't
always-
take anything away from his ability to scare somebody, but he put a lot of perverted stuff in his book that had no bearing at all on the story.
Mhm. Right, and again, on the broader point, it does kind of again, it makes me actually like happy. It makes me like smile, like just thinking about like how art, whether it be like writing or fucking music or whatever, how it can invoke such emotion. You know what I mean? And it's fucking fascinating. Like the strum of a chord,
Yep.
the maybe the whatever the tone of a vocal chord singing like this fucking perfect melody and shit.
Yeah.
The way it can legitimately move 90,000 people in unison. You know what I mean? It's absolutely insane.
Yeah, I just yell anthrax. It's usually how I get 90,000 people to move.
You don't even know where to go where you'd be around 90,000 people.
Hurtful.
How was that? Oh, I know. That was so.
Well, you've been taking shots at me all day again, and now we're gonna just pretend that everything's hunky dory.
The bit is over, bro. It exhausts me.
Again, I expected you to say that.
Okay, good.
Yeah, that's how the abusive one always works. Until they get called out, and then they put their hands up. Don't shoot.
Again, whoa, that's weird. Do you hear that? We hear that odd tone.
What'd it sound like? No, I didn't. Where are you going, Foots? You have to make?
No, I don't know why.
You replace your battery in your fire smoke detector?
Oh,
Bark twice if you're in St. Louis.
no, I'm good.
I like this shirt, by
No.
the way. I don't like the city, but I like the shirt.
It's the Mets. I think it's their
Of course it
Metro. Their Metro gear. A lot of the colors. I mean, a lot of the colors. No, a lot of
Unreal.
actually all of the Major League Baseball teams have their Metro uniforms, like their City Connect uniforms. They're called.
Oh,
Um,
another way to bilk a bunch of losers out of money.
exactly. Yeah.
I don't
Pretty
think there's
much.
anything wrong with that. By the way, we're going to be setting up a merch store
Hmm.
on Sticker Mule.
Way to recover.
Yeah, that's Sticker Mule is where our products are going to be located. So tell your friends.
Sounds hot. Sounds fucking hot.
So yeah, again, going back to the sign, I'm going to try to get pictures of them all, or at least the ones that I can find. But if anybody out there, has again, maybe this is a thing and I just don't know about it. But I
I
would think a
told you,
little
why
bit of
can't we
clarity.
communicate? Why can't we communicate back to him or her?
I don't hate that idea.
With our own signs. You know what I mean? See if we can get like a sign battle going or something of that nature. Something to just create a little spark.
Like
It would be
a
quite-
sign
would
with
be
an arrow up that says "Guy's probably gay."
No,
Right.
I don't know. I don't know. Like I don't know. Maybe that's it. Or maybe you're coding back to him, like and
Yeah, probably get fucking arrested because they got fucking these things staked out.
Yeah. or they catch you putting up the sign and they think all of them are you.
Yeah,
We've been looking for you, you sicko.
we found your work over in Belchertown, you son of a bitch.
Right. Yeah. Right after 4 murders.
Yeah, like all this. They open up a house and there's a bunch of dead people. The signs everywhere. I don't know about. No. I work for a podcast. Everything's okay.
Yeah. No. Listen to the show. Trust me. We talk about it.
Yeah. Fuck. Anyway,
funny.
so that's my little weird sign story.
That's great.
But again,
You have any
if anybody
Asian-
knows anything
Asian
about
in
it, please let me know because it's driving me crazy.
you? I just don't. You have any Asian in you? And are you sure you don't? If you don't,
I don't believe so. Why?
I don't know. Your eyes look a little almond shaped. I never noticed. as much
Yeah,
as I did today.
it's my dad's like that. My grandfather was like that. I don't really know why.
I think you may have a little Oriental in you. Again, not a bad thing.
Okay,
Maybe that's why you're so damn smart.
Oriental's a rug. We prefer to be called
maybe.
Asian.
Yeah.
You think this is
God,
funny?
God damn it, bro. You know how funny it is if you start taking offense to every Asian? Just because you're not, it's highly doubtful. But you know what? I can see what you're saying. We're all like that. You know what? I'm taking a stand.
Yeah, I mean, again, I know I do have some American Indian in me, and they came from Asia originally too. Maybe that has something to do with it. I don't know, but
Those-
who knows? Who knows?
Again, why that just strikes me funny.
That's why we don't have any L's in our name.
Good one.
Actually, my name is Lex Lansom. We just say Lex Lansom.
That'd be a great name. It's like a fucking superhero.
Well, but it's funny though because my dad could not pronounce R's as a kid. He pronounced
Shut
all of
up.
his. I swear to God, he pronounced all of his R's as L's.
Bro, with all due respect, you're Asian. I mean, it's okay. I never had
they
any
have the
fun.
reverse
This is good.
problem. They can't pronounce R, or they can't pronounce L's, and they do
I don't-
R's.
I don't know how it got there, but here, here's this. Okay, look, you're a very smart guy. Asians are smart, right?
We
Boom.
appreciate it.
Keep doing that. Okay. I just get a kick out of it. Okay, so
Hey, yo,
Look-
look at that. That's a me rug over there.
what about Ramona's a really good artist. They're always good artists. They always draw good. That anime and wacky things.
Oh,
You know what I
okay.
mean?
Yeah, I guess Footer thinks you're Asian, just so you know.
No, your dad's Asian.
Well, wouldn't that make her Asian?
Mm,
What are you saying?
no, I'm just saying by the time it gets down, you know what I mean? Like it definitely. But you have very little, if not, you're barely Asian, which is the name of my band in high school, by the way. It was awkward. We opened up for Bare Naked Ladies, and it was what a. You want to talk about a
I was trying to think of a
billboard
fat
issue.
band name with bare naked ladies.
what name?
A fat band name?
Oh, bare naked lady.
Rare naked ladies.
Um,
It's open to the floor if you guys come up with something for bare naked ladies and a fat name.
bad. I can't get naked ladies.
Yeah, no, you're almost there.
Bare embarrassed to be naked ladies.
Yes, embarrassed to be naked ladies. That's what it is.
Okay.
All right, Twitter guy, you
Yeah.
guys suck. That's what he said. No, he said that. He's of course my daughter's flicking us off.
First, Ramona, you know how Asians are. They get a little nippy.
Nice.
What? Oh. Mm.
Did
Uh-huh.
you mean to do that?
No, I did. I was
Okay.
just trying to I was trying to cover it up for to save face.
That's what the Asians do. They don't. All right. Let's focus. Focus. All right.
You back? All
We're
right.
back.
But anyway, to wrap up on your signs, I think you should. I think the right move would be to
Commit seppuku.
to write back to them. Don't try to veer me off into another path. You write back to them. We'll come up with our own cryptic stuff.
Ramona just texted me. Maybe I should just go.
you know what? Hold on. I'll just fold on my banner. Hold on.
Nice.
I know she's still upset that she just found out her father's Asian.
Mm.
Again, embrace it. You know, what are you gonna do? Not a bad thing.
I didn't mean to bring great shame on my family.
Let's just say it could be worse.
Yeah, it's true.
And believe me, I think I will. I know Jen well enough. You're fine.
Yeah. Well, I hardly have any lips, so I'm pretty safe there.
Yeah, no. Again, Asian, very thin-lipped. Nothing wrong with it.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah. Hey, do you think China's got their eye on Taiwan while kidding around inside? Just want your inside. I want your inside expertise. Anybody? You get any calls from back home?
Even if I did it, I could discuss it. You know, we keep pretty tight-lipped on that. We keep pretty tight-eyed on
that. You louse.
No, I don't think so. I think that I think if and when that move ever happens, and again, my political instincts are way off because I didn't think he was going to bomb Iran either. So, I think that's a last ditch effort. I think, when the writing's on the wall that the regime's going to collapse in China is when they're going to actually do it. I mean, other than getting their hands on I mean, the embargoes and sanctions that would be placed on China would cripple them.
Do you know though? You really, if I wanted to screw the U.S. and I'm China or any other of the people that hate us, you start like China, start fucking pushing towards Taiwan. Russia start I don't know flank out of Ukraine and start pushing towards I don't know Poland or some shit. I don't know, I'm just making this up. But don't do anything but just send some red flags. You know what I mean? That would fucking stretch us fucking thin. Oh, definitely put us in a frenzy.
Yeah, and again, but the other part of it is we're I don't know. I forgot what somebody in the Civil War had said.
In the Civil War, you said?
Yeah, it's a saying from the Civil War, which is sort of how people have to look at us. It's it's like holding a wolf by the ears. You really don't want to be there, but you don't want to let go either. And I think that's kind of how a lot of people look at us. Is they would rather not do business with us, but they can't survive if they don't. So, the fact that we have that is a pretty strong hand.
Well, I mean, the truth of the matter is, I think that's what we're made of. You know what I mean? We strength through power. I mean, and I will. I am such a fucking flip flopper when it comes to this shit. But like, you know what? No, let me give myself a little more. Not credit, but let me at least give myself a little break. Not even flip flopping. Like I try to like make lemonade out of lemons. You know what I mean?
It's a good start.
So like. It really did show, though, the military might of the U.S. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It really, not that we haven't before, or not that people would doubt us, but we flew into Iranian airspace
Over a
un-
bunch of people.
over from Iraq, and you know what I mean, through Iraq. I'm sorry, through Iraqi airspace, like
From the middle of our country.
again, unscathed. You
Yep.
know, and not even a threat of
And how cute was the head fake sending 6 of them to Guam?
and what if, again, say what you want about him, but do you think it was a mistake? No, that's just some 3D motherfucking chess right there. I
Yeah.
love that shit.
Hey,
You know,
Russia, watch this. I'm going to bomb the shit out of them, and you're next.
And again, it's not gonna happen. You know what I mean? But just the fact of him doing that is freaking amazing.
Again, it's the horse head in the bed,
Yeah, yeah.
which I think is what I had said originally.
Yes, you did. No, again, again, say what you want, and right now there's a lot of again, it's such a, as I said, last night, it's such a unique situation how there isn't really um, a party that is for or against. Um,
Right.
is it really okay? What about this? Oh, actually, you don't want to talk about this stuff, right?
About politics in general,
Well,
or about the war, or whatever it is.
yeah. We
Again,
don't
not
have
that
to.
we can't. It's just I don't
No,
think
no,
I
you're
really
right.
have a whole lot to add other than, well, that was cool.
I don't either. Half my shit is just
Yeah.
silly, having fun with it and trying to.
And
broaden
again,
the look.
I would be the last thing I'll say on it is I would be way more into doing this kind of stuff if we weren't on fire now. If we didn't have so many problems here between the myriad of things that we've got going on, I'd be much more open minded into whipping other countries into shape.
Right. And I'm not saying we should. Believe me, I'm not. I'm by no means not an isolationist, but I most certainly do not want to have this country involved in wars, and I don't want to see our soldiers and and going through what they have for decades.
Yeah. And that's
You
one
know.
of the things that pisses me off about fucking Ben Shapiro when he's like, well, we can walk and chew gum at the same time. Okay, well, have we ever? Because we don't. So stop saying that we can. It wasn't a
Yeah,
bad
but I
Ben
think
Shapiro, by the way.
you had to say it 10 times faster.
Okay, well, I'll work on it.
No, I'm just saying. I was more making fun of how fucking quick he speaks, and that's coming from me.
Mm.
I kind of did have a little bit of a take on it, but let's focus on something else.
Do you want to
'Cause I know
talk about
time
the
is
gay
going out.
husbands?
Yeah, but the problem is, I didn't get to go through it enough because I thought that it was, a totally out thing.
Yeah, no, I just, again, I'll say
There was a
it,
misunderstanding.
say it on
my
air.
part, that's all.
I think it's a very funny. Again, I wish they would have actually gone to, I don't know why they had a specific. Okay, let me back up. All right, on TLC, and I think it's United Kingdom, they have a show called "My Husband Is Not Gay," and I think we've alluded to it in a previous episode.
Yeah, just that one, yeah.
I said we alluded it to in a previous episode. Did I make it sound like I was talking about more than one?
I'm sorry, I meant to say I think it was episode 1.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I was trying to clarify the episode. I apologize. Didn't mean to step on your toes. Go on.
All right. So,
Ramona, do me a favor. I'm going to leave too. Just leave the door open. I'm coming out.
he's leaving. So you
Yeah,
want to leave
because-
the door open?
Thank you.
She
She gave me the
walked out.
finger. I know.
All right. So anyway, that's the premise, and I guess the the idea is that because Morgan's fucking idiot, Mormons are so Mormons named Morgan are so
Monumentally.
well religious into the fact that if you are gay, you get completely shunned out of society. That the premise is that some of these people who are clearly gay still go through the motions of a heterosexual relationship and marriage, even though they have sinful taste, we'll say.
I like that.
All right, so we did pull a clip of
cool.
It's a sort of a preview, and again, it's really hard to believe that this is actually real. But I think they could probably find scenarios where in real life, because I've met them where you meet even like that Christie guy that Chrisley knows best. Like it's hard.
Yeah.
Hard to believe he's not gay because he seems gay.
He comes in real hot, real flamey.
Yeah, I think he's sexy too. Can we play that one clip there, please?
I was gay. We prayed. The gay went away.
It didn't go that far though, buddy.
Hi, I'm Spence.
And I'm Julia.
And we are happy couple.
Yeah.
Like, why does she even deal with it?
Stop.
Well, because she's probably taking freaking D from other Mormons.
I don't know what that means.
I hope not Mormons.
Free to share my affection.
Yeah, in front of people.
He just kind of like dodged my
I'm
hug.
sunburned when you touch me. Like,
He's been doing that a lot.
okay, we can hug.
Okay, thank you.
Rolls out of the way, and then he does this sassafras freaking dance move, and the slow roll.
I do catch him looking at other men. Yeah, it just like confuses me.
What?
What the hell's wrong with that?
I don't understand though. What is like?
God made man in his image, and I like to honor God by just enjoying that image on Google Images or however else.
In public too, you do it.
And the blind in the back. Like, you really couldn't fix the
What?
blind in the back?
Great point, but you know, to be fair, you're in the industry.
What if being gay and looking at guys?
I caught him on Grindr the other day.
Well, you didn't catch me because this is what I do to help convert people to bring them to God.
Oh my God!
Oh my
Listen,
God,
to help
yes.
the first thing we need to do to convert you is I need you to send me your deep.
Grindr?
Yes,
I
it's
don't
to
know what
find
that
people
means
who
either.
are sinning so I can flipping save them.
What if I had a
Language.
profile? What if I had a Tinder?
That's a good idea.
You wouldn't be jealous.
I would be jealous of you, yeah.
I don't feel comfortable with you having a gay dating app.
It can't
see
be
how
real.
this looks.
It cannot. Be
I've
real.
converted many
No.
men. I will be converting 3 men tonight at the house. I will need you to go out for a bit.
Just want to be loved.
Yeah. me
Bro,
too.
I didn't
That's
know
why
if that
we're
was him or
perfect
you.
together.
Scared the shit out of me. Was
I
it
can
you?
just
No, it wasn't me.
rest on you all day.
Like you're putting on a show for the cameras.
We sleep together all the time.
No,
We do make love. I have a special technique that I feel just makes me more virile and more fertile.
what is that?
This is my sleep mask. I'm ready for you. We're gonna make love now.
That's not sleeping.
He's wearing a
Honey,
VR
hurry.
kind
I'm
of
gonna
a thing.
finish.
VR. That's VR.
Oh, I'm gonna finish. Hurry up. Come here.
Even you're not looking. You're looking at something else. Clearly.
This is how we're going to conceive our children.
It is
I
not
don't.
real.
I know. I'm sorry.
can't-
I just don't
I'll-
understand this concept.
Again,
at
I
all.
can't even watch
What are you watching?
it. It's so
It's
fucking
darkness. It's nothing. Oh my god.
Get it over.
You know what? I'm gonna beat up the UK as far as I'm gonna take a minute to just say we're a bunch of fucking.
You weren't fast
cheese
enough.
balls.
I'm done. I'm
He's
doing
got a
everything that
freaking
I can on my
Patrick
end.
Star
I'm perfectly
poster.
happy with our sex life. I mean, we don't have sex, but I'm perfectly happy with our sex life. I think it's perfect. I love you.
Thank you.
Limbo.
Again, why would she deal with this? That's one of the main things I just don't get.
Well, I mean, she's obviously doing her own thing, and she wants.
Well, why would you even deal with
Honey.
this?
I
Fucking moron.
caught him sleep talking the other
Maybe
night,
he's got money or something.
and
Yeah,
I
you
think
can
there's a
cut
little
it.
bit
We're
of truth behind some.
I just can't believe that I can almost believe she can deal with it. I almost believe that he could be that guy. I couldn't believe that you'd go on TV if you weren't just acting.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, because you can easily, well, I'm an actor. Yeah, it was the role. I was playing the role of the gay husband.
And
You
again, the premise is he actually is gay, but since he doesn't actually act on it, he's still in accordance with the Bible, which I don't think makes a whole lot of sense.
No, 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 because I don't think you get away with it on a technicality.
Yeah. Yeah, covet thy neighbor's husband.
Yeah. Well, again, I think it's like To Catch a Predator. You know what I mean? Well, I would actually go through with it. You're here.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you can't. Damn. It's hard for me to stay centered, but I do it.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say you do it, but you try. You do as good as we expect of you.
Yeah. Trust me. I have a lot here.
I know. I'm saying, hey, you do your best, and we all appreciate it. Whatever whatever. Actually, I'm just happy you're alive every day. So anything above that is actually just gravy.
I don't know how to look at that. I mean, I guess it's a compliment. Thanks.
How could you take it any other way?
I'm sure you'd spin it that way somehow, but I haven't figured it out.
Well, I'm not
yet.
the mean one. I think we've already established that.
Yes, but you're Asian and smart. You're trying to outsmart me. Using your Asianal logic on me.
Asian?
You know what I mean? Asianal.
Asianal logic, not what?
Asianal. It's called Asianal logic.
That's a great cheese.
Yeah.
Wow. You just throw me under the bus and humiliate me.
What? What, Asiago?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
Maybe
Okay,
you should
cheese.
go. So maybe you should go.
I get a kick out of those little ones. I can't help it.
Yeah. Well, that's what our
Yeah.
Chinese are famous for. They're little ones. So.
Well, maybe maybe that maybe you're not Asian there. So
Yeah, maybe not. Collarbone.
collarbone. My daughter
Collarbone.
Angela. But anyway, so yeah, that show I can't, that was a big fail on my part. I
Well, again, it's entertaining. There's nothing. I don't think you failed.
well, you know what I mean. I actually I didn't realize how badly and poorly acted it was. Because there's no way.
On a real tip, do you know anybody in your personal life who you assume is gay but is married and has kids or whatever?
I don't think so. I mean, I'm sure. I know. I know that I've encountered people that I'm like, all right, there's no fucking way that dude's fucking straight. Like, you know what I mean? Because right now he's trying to jerk me off under the table.
What the hell is wrong with you? Seriously?
Sorry, it slipped out. I didn't know how to say it. I didn't know how to say it. I apologize. You know what I meant.
Well, we're gonna have a talk after the show.
No, I understand now. Or you can talk to me, or
Oh no,
we'll have to explain away.
I think I'm gonna have to bring in the executive producer to have a talk with you after the
No,
show.
oh, I can't after the show anyway. But I can set up a meeting for maybe tomorrow around 11.
Why can't you after the show? What do you have that's more important than this?
I'm gay. I have to go on a date.
Mm.
Have a gay date.
Well, we kind of saw that coming.
See, I'm being good. You
Yeah,
set
but-
me up and you tested me.
Yeah, well, that's what you know.
You HIV tested me, and I thank God I'm fine.
Yeah, but you did deny Jesus twice.
You know what? If you give me like 45 or 46 shakes of a lamb's tail, I can make this better.
Hmm.
You know, call back.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah. But all kidding around aside, all hyperbole aside.
Hyperboil. The word is hyperboil.
Ugh. just reminds you the first of all, the word boil is disgusting.
It is. It's gross, like cyst.
Yeah. You know, freaking that radio show, The Revenge of the Sis, is still around. With
Revenge
fat
of the Sis.
and what's his name?
Royce.
Royce isn't fat anymore.
Oh, he's Ozempic.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yep.
What was that? Mersh.
He's still doing a show.
Is it this? Is it the on Royce's thing?
You know what? They're like a medium. I think so. They're like he might even be the. You know them. I think they probably do like 4 shows. Each,
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? Again, I could be off, but somehow I did find them, and you know they were a media, very professional.
Yep.
You know, very professional setup. What was the name of their radio station, bro? The first one that we were on.
More like radio.
Before that.
That was the mix we were on before that.
Right before the one that they were on before that, something.fm or
It was the mix.fm.
No, there was something else though that before More Like Radio, they came from XFM or something. You don't remember?
Yeah.
Something was like a black and yellow logo, right? Or something.
To be honest, I don't know, and I would just be guessing at this point.
Okay, but anyway, they're still around.
Is Dutch still around?
I don't know, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I doubt it because I don't think he really took it as serious as I think Royce. Yeah, why can't I say his name, Royce? I think he. I swear to God, they were so like annoyed / jealous of our out of nowhere popularity. It makes me giggle though.
Yeah.
Because I know how frustrated it would make me if I, you know, like I put in all this time and effort, and these dopes just rolled onto the scene and dominated my space.
Well, again, the funny thing that had happened was the week we started on their show, we were in the New York Post.
Yeah, exactly.
But in all fairness, Royce was always pretty good at doing this. You know,
without it, believe me, I take nothing away. Even what was it? Stupid Cousin John or some? Oh God, I can't remember.
What was the Cousin Joe?
Cousin Joe.
Yeah,
like he was an entertaining show. I enjoyed it.
Yeah,
you know. But Royce did have. Again, he was legit. You know, he was fucking legit. I liked all those guys. I never had any legit beef with them. Again, false outrage for radio shit, maybe.
Yeah.
You know?
No, they're all pretty good people.
Yeah.
Other
but yeah,
than
they're
that
still
one
around.
that we're not going to talk about. The one I had a problem with.
I thought that was Dutch.
No. The guy from Canada.
Oh, did you mention him last time?
Yeah. Yeah, well, I think
okay.
off air.
Yeah. Was he on there then?
Yeah, remember he had that some
He had
kind
a show
of
on,
like a supernatural
Oh
something
my
or other
God, yeah.
kind of dragon something slaying turkey something, I don't know.
I do remember that now.
Yeah.
I do remember that now. Yeah. Yeah, again, and I'm yeah. But they, you know, again, fun times. It definitely, you know, it festered our relationship, which is great. You know,
Festered or fostered?
no, I said festered. You know what I'm saying, like a disease.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried to have a little
It's
fun.
good.
with
I
it.
liked it.
Thank you. And I'll make a public apology. I'm sorry to that I said bad words.
Yeah. Again, I might just have to put in a call to call your dad and just see.
Can't. No, can't. Again, I can't handle the pressure today. I just. Whoa! I haven't even eaten the pork cutlets yet.
I have a problem with the name Pork.
It's not a flattering name.
No. Yeah,
So
beef
if you
is
don't
okay.
mind, so if you could stop calling me that, I would appreciate it.
Oh, you're such a silly goose.
Pork. Never mind. But But yeah, beef isn't the best either. Meaning the best name either.
Well, again,
We I like the fact that we just think that we could rename shit. We could change the calendar. Um,
I have a whole thing on that actually. At some point, we can talk about.
I'd love it. I couldn't stop laughing. I listened to. I don't know if it was last night or the night before. We're talking about stuffing stuffing the lamb into
Into a birdhouse.
into a birdhouse.
Do that.
Every time, like when we have like even when we're doing it, like when we're talking back and forth on the phone, or texting,
Yeah.
like anything that conjures like a funny visual for me. Again, even if it's not funny, it has to be. If it's horrific, that's fine, but it has to be like so over the top. You know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's what makes it funny.
Tickles exactly, and that's what kind of frustrates me with people when they don't get it. You know, when they don't get that part of it. Like do you understand like how absurd something is? You know what I mean? And then you get like, how can you get mad at something that's so absurd that you can't legitimately think that person is serious?
Yeah.
You know
Again,
what I mean?
it's like that thing that we got into in the show that we did before this about the dead body on the beach, and you and me were throwing up laughter. We couldn't breathe, and our stupid producer is still trying to do a fucking show while we're fucking laughing our ass off.
Again, which in turn made it that much fucking. Which I think that was again what made us bust out laughing.
Yeah.
I wonder if can we I wonder if again not now, but I wonder if we can ever play that little clip because that's a really funny little.
Yeah. Unless you have it, I don't have it, but.
Oh, I again I may have like a little highlight reel that stuck in.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh God, man, that's a lost piece of audio. That's very just again the epitome of so stupid.
Yeah, it is.
Absolutely so stupid.
Yeah.
Which again is so freaking funny to me. I just love the silly nonsense.
Yeah.
You know.
But it's all going to have to wait for another day, Footsie Bear, because we are at the end of the show.
Damn. Time flies when you're having fun, but
or when you don't know what you're doing. That's what I say around the job site.
Wow. You must be fun on the job site.
Yeah, I do okay, I guess. I've gotten a couple of pats on the butt.
Again, just as I do on this show, I find myself just going too far. I'm dealing with impulsiveness. It's very hard. I'm a very impulsive person. We already know my lips are retarded. So by the time my brain fires it out, and by the time it comes through my retarded lips, my other part of my brain that goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. You know what I mean? It happens after my retarded lips shoot it out.
Yeah, well. Again,
I'm not.
We'll have a discussion after the show. It'll be fine.
No, I actually I can't tonight because I'm washing my hair.
You're bald.
And what?
Now, do you get offended if somebody says you're bald because you shave your head?
No, I'm 50. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? Like,
all right. Well, for me and Baldy over there, we were gonna go ahead and wrap it up.
All right,
Baldy.
Like, how could you be mad at that though? Like, how? Meaning, like,
well, again, but it's. But you know what I
mean? Like, think about it though. If I was 26, I think it would really hurt.
Even though you shaved your head, it would still hurt.
Yeah, regardless. Meaning, I think it's a certain age that, like, okay, what do you I think it almost sometimes looks silly when you see like the older guy with like this big full head of hair and you know what I mean, like this dark, and it's like dark still. It's like,
well, again, if they're coloring their hair, that's fine. But you're really gonna
fucking puppet.
You're gonna scum somebody because they were able to keep their hair their whole life?
Oh no. The good head of hair is nice. I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like no movement on your hairline, or I mean no thinness.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
For another time,
Copperhead
Foots.
Road, give it that again.